Hi, my name is Nancy Segal, and I'm the owner and founder of Solutions for the Workplace. I'm a professional federal resume writer and federal human resources training and job search expert with over 30 years of experience. Today, I'm going to talk about not getting the job. It happens. You interviewed, you didn't get the job, and you don't know why. Should you take it personally? Are there things you ought to be doing? Now, I will say that I have heard from a number of people that they've never interviewed for a job they didn't get. Well, what do I think about that? I think they haven't interviewed for enough jobs. You can get rejected at multiple times during your job search in lots of different ways. You can be rejected during the application process when you don't get an opportunity to interview, or if you're rated not qualified, or you're rated qualified but not best qualified. And just because you're on a certificate, meaning you were sent to the hiring manager for consideration, does not mean you're going to get the job. You can also get rejected after your interview. And getting rejected, frankly, never feels good for anyone. Of course, my first piece of advice is don't take it personally. It is so easy now to apply for jobs online. Organizations that you apply for receive hundreds, if not thousands, of applications. I spoke to one colleague at a federal agency who said that she received 12,000 applications for a single job. And I spoke to one of my clients who said she was notified that she was one of 15,000 applicants for the job. Now, I will say those jobs were remote jobs. Everybody wants them, but obviously, even if it's not 12,000 or 15,000 applicants, let's say that there are 500 applicants. The chances of getting called for an interview are frankly remote, no pun intended. Even if you are selected for an interview, there's lots of reasons why you didn't get the job. Perhaps someone who interviewed had more experience than you did. Doesn't make you a bad applicant, but when hiring managers rack and stack people, you may not be at the top. It could be that there was a favored internal candidate and posting the job and doing the interview was just a formality. You didn't have a chance at all. Again, that has nothing to do with your skills or experience, right? So getting rejected is common, and it's something all of us face. And so what should you do after you are rejected? The first thing I would suggest is conducting a post-mortem on your interview. Was there something you could have done better to prepare? Were there questions that were asked that you weren't prepared for? Did your qualifications match up exactly to the job interview? How close was the fit of you, your experience, and the job really? Are there things that you could do to improve your chances the next time? Did you write down all the questions and go over what you answered well, what you could answer better? Are there skills you're missing? Certifications they were looking for? Training that would help you be better prepared? And as a last thing, you might want to consider reaching out to the hiring manager to see if they will give you feedback. Now, I want to be clear that there is no expectation that hiring managers will give you feedback. However, there's no harm in asking. And if you are lucky enough to get a response, take to heart what the hiring manager actually says to you. That is a gift. I would also take some time to think about how have you been successful in the past. If you got your most recent job because of networking, think about how you can incorporate networking into your current jobs search if you're not doing that already. Or if you were placed by a recruiter, but this time you're applying for positions directly, consider reaching out to a few recruiters to see what they may have for you. And finally, prepare for your next interview. It goes without saying that preparing for your interview is critical. Don't wing it. And of course, one of the best things you can do after being rejected is regroup and move forward. Don't dwell on the jobs you didn't get. Think about every job rejection as getting closer to a yes. And dwelling on rejection isn't going to change anything. Oftentimes, that bitterness comes through in an interview, and it may hurt you with your next interview. If you're looking for more information and help with your job search, considering following me, subscribing to my monthly newsletter, or looking at more of my YouTube videos. Thanks, and good luck.